It's all right. I just arrived, too. And you? All drenched in sweat. Did you come rushing here? Liar. Nefereth left quite a mess. There's a lot on the agenda, and it's a little tiring. The AIC factory has quickly restored our post-disaster Shiranite production. The Tianshi pillar array is also working properly again. As for city repairs, Nifu is handling it well, and Tung Tung is taking care of her stockade. I shouldn't be asking you, but... Technically, the fall of Nefereth should have brought peace. The lantern that symbolizes the peace of Wuling should be lit again. But even now, the lantern remains dark. Indeed, Endman. A new rift has appeared under Wuling. Words won't explain it. I should just show you myself.
Hey! Not again.
A Viceroy of Wuling must constantly monitor the status of the underground array. This is why the office has an elevator that goes straight down. Definitely not. But my schedules are packed. A leisurely walk is a luxury I can't afford. It's second nature to me. The matter is urgent, so I just dragged you along without thinking. Though I blocked Nefereth's hit, the aftershocks have compromised the Shiranite dam. A new rift has appeared.
认证通过，最高权限，通道开启。
Layouts of the underground area are quite complex. Stay close. Wuling City is located on a rift hotspot. To suppress rift formation, We need more than the surface-level Tianshi pillar array. The surface-level and underground arrays work together to keep the rift in Blight Tide at bay. The underground array is buried deep under Wuling. Hardly anyone knows about it, but this is for the best. If we had kept the Shirenite Dam intact, the rift would have never reached here. Thankfully, we have enough Shirenite here to keep the Tianshi pillar running at full power, which stops the rift from getting bigger. But as long as the rift remains, Wuling will not be safe. We once developed a device capable of sealing the rift. It's called the Shirenite Nexus. Things got in the way and development has been stalled. The device is still incomplete. We need your help. It's not surprising. After the project was stalled, the Nexus became a key component of the Shirenite Forge. We only decided to retrieve the Nexus because you were with us. We now stand a chance to complete the project quickly. I dragged you to the underground array to let you observe the rift up close and assist you with your work. Ether energy levels are now very low. We must retrieve the data before it climbs back up. The observation point is up ahead. Follow me and watch your step. Ended, the original structure was completely destroyed. Nevertheless, we used Shirenite to create a temporary path.
数据正在传输中。
Yes. Years ago. The scroll preserves what the Wuling Science Station had left behind back then. Just a few traces. Once the dust settles at this place, I'll take you there for a tour. But you might be disappointed. The things inside are really old.
传输已完成。
Energy levels are rising. We must go. Careful. Angaloy.
Get crushed!
Boss, I put the files on your desk like you said.
Endman, would you mind waiting for a bit? There are a few files that need my attention. What makes you say that? I am properly rested. Exhaustion will lead to mistakes at work. And mistakes are something we can ill afford right now. A tally of losses incurred by Wuling. It's better than my estimates. Let's head to the research center and get the Sheer Knight Nexus. Endman, we should hurry. The Tianshi of the lab should have retrieved the Sheer Knight Nexus. Tianshi, what's going on? I thought the Sheer Knight Forge would be open by now.
The forge's pressure valve is malfunctioning and can't vent at all. We can't take out the Sheer Knight Nexus.
Let me see. Yes. There's a problem with the pressure valve control script. Overwriting it will be difficult.
Can't we just get the engineers to take this apart? The forge is obsolete anyway. We can't let it delay our subsequent tests.
It'd be such a waste to take it apart. It might be old, but it's still useful in research, and it still works. This little old engine kept us company for quite a few years. But our need is urgent. Just to get a team to dismantle it.
No rush. Perhaps I can try adjusting the command script. Endman, can you lend me a hand?
I only saw this on a design drawing before.
Years have passed since I last saw this thing.
If only we continued the project. The next iteration could have miniaturized it further for portability. Ask away. The Shiranite Nexus has great potential, but also problems that cannot be overcome. It consumes vast amounts of Shiranite to work, but that's no longer an issue since we're making a lot more Shiranite. Another problem is the way it fights the rift. It's essentially brute forcing. Yes. Sudden release of Shiranite energy will react with ether and lead to unpredictable losses. Solving its issues within short notice will be challenging, but with your help, the damages can be minimized and Wooling City would hardly be affected. Of course, but the latest data has yet to be exported. This warrants a trip to the monitoring center. But I have a few things to entrust Tianshi with. Sure. Once I'm done, I'll go find you at the monitoring center.
Rusty spear, rusty tie, pouches of powder, duck and wide, Finley ride, chief and hide, settle score with righteous pride.
Is that Mifu?
Emin? Why are you here? I'm still monitoring the blight cleanup at the monitoring center. The boss is coming too? Don't see her anywhere.
I'm right here, Mifu. Our work won't take too long. I hope we're not disrupting the cleanup.
Of course not. In fact, most of the blind messes nearby have been cleared. Let me tag along. I will see if I can be helpful. What of it, boss? Hope the instruments aren't damaged.
No. The data stored within is intact as well. Analysis of the data looks rather promising. A little bold, but worth a try. This solution will further reduce Shiranite consumption. Mifu, did you see something that won't work?
No, I don't know science. It's just the first time I saw someone keeping pace with you. People once told me your ideas are too wild and impossible.
Nobody told me that before.
No need to overthink it. It's great we got someone who thinks like you for once. Gotta work on something. I will leave you to a wild brainstorming.
Nothing. Just thinking about the past, how the science station people used to discuss questions, like what we're doing now. Yes, every idea was bolder than the last. We got more intense with every discussion. When I first heard their argument, I thought they were fighting. No. I was young when I joined the science station. It wasn't my place to talk. But listening in the discussions taught me a lot. I learned a great deal as I sorted files for my peers. They didn't simply like me. They took care of me. Now that we have a working idea, why don't we use the Shirenite Nexus for a field test? The test is risky. Let me think. Chijentai is an islet outside the city. It's pretty much empty. What do you say? This islet was set aside early on as a test site.
Handman? Tianchi Zhuang? Why are you on the islet as well? I thought I cleaned up all the beasts along the way. Turned out I missed a few.
Yes, it's a dangerous test and we need an uninhabited area. This islet is the best option available.
Oh, is there anything I can do to help?
Could you guard the raft station and tell people to stay away?
Of course.
Much appreciated. So, are you here for the sword Tianshi Li left behind?
I guess so, but not really. When I was a kid, my mom and dad would bring me here for training. Once the battle was over, I wanted to come and pay my respects. But upon arrival, I didn't get a chance to say anything before the beasts pounced at me. I know you're on urgent business, but can you give me a while? Just a short while, to say a few words. Thanks, Emil. Mom. Dad. This crisis taught me something. You are more than my parents. You performed your duty. As Tianshi, it was not only I who needed you, but also many others. Yet I was just a clingy kid who always wished you could be by my side at all times. Sorry. I was really selfish back then. Well, that's it from me.
It's only natural for children to miss their parents. You knew knew they wouldn't reply, yet you kept your message to heart. Always remembering, and never forgetting. That is definitely not selfish.
Thank you, Endman. I shouldn't get in the way of your test. No worries. I'll make sure nobody barges into the place.
Test environment is basically stable. Let's head to the platform. He always wanted to be here. When the opportunity came, he took it without hesitation. When Tianshi Li and his wife were around, they'd invite me too. Li Feng barely reached my knees back then. Time really flew past me. The kid's a big boy now. Yes, he's just a teen, but he knows far more about duty than many adults. He takes after his parents, dutiful, selfless, and utterly without fear. We can begin, Endman. Careful. Don't worry. I got it. Sure. I'm ready. Is it all right? But I'm still a little...
Endman, Tianshi Zhuang. There's a situation at the Bureau of Swordmancers. We need your assistance.
What's the situation?
The joint Endfield and Wuling defense system upgrade has encountered an issue during deployment. The Tianshi are unfamiliar with Endfield tech, and there's little they could do about it. I have to stay aboard Dijiang to coordinate the deployment and can't make it to the site. Endman, please work with Tianshi Zhuang and assess the incident.
Of course. We're heading right over. The rift is in the city. If the defense system upgrade fails or encounters an error, and if the rift could not be closed, the outcomes would be devastating. Endman, we should get there ASAP. The reports show that it's not that urgent yet. We should head to the Bureau of Swordmancers while there's still time. No, it's from Mifu. She told me that our injured are coming around. I have to see them. But
It's all right. Leave it to me.
all right. Once you're done, meet me at the central laboratory. Before I go, we'll need to do some preliminary data logging. Okay. See you later.
It's the Endman!
So sorry about this. It happened during deployment. We don't know why, but we are getting error messages. The engineering module. Something might be wrong with it. I've got my colleagues to help.
Enman, the torque transmission module that reported the error is giving off strange grinding noises. But we couldn't simply fix it because Endfield tech differs from that in Wuling, and we don't want to break anything. Never thought we could do that. Interesting.
This energy feedback system. I think I could use it in my own project.
Working as intended.
Endman, if you have time, would you mind staying for a bit? We got so many questions to ask you.
Tianxia Zhuang's work does take top priority. Don't let us keep you, Endman. We'll take care of the rest.
That took me quite a while. Better hurry to the lab. Tianxia Zhuang should be there already. I hope I didn't keep her waiting for too long.
Another day of
Beautiful sounds.
Enmin, you're here. She left already in a rush too. She also brought the Shiren Nexus along. I'm not sure. I did, in fact, ask her about you. But she shook her head, said you were too busy with something else. Oh, before she went, she left you a letter. It's upstairs.
I should say something, but even if they regain consciousness, these injuries would probably affect the rest of their lives. How are the patients?
The injured are coming around. Give them some time and they'll be back on their feet. But the young girl, her injuries are grave. It might affect the rest of her life. A tragedy for one so young.
Thank you. I'll take a look. Hey. Uncle Zhao.
Chen Shizhong, you're here.
I came to see her too.
Good. She just fell asleep. If she knew you came, she'd be very happy. Our girl dreamed of training under you. She wished to fight the blight tide on the front lines. But fortune did not smile on her.
I'm sorry, Uncle Zhao. She's a good young lady. Fortune did not smile on me either. And look after yourself. Please, talk to me if you need anything.
It was a great battle. You must be busy too, Chen Shizhuang. There's no need to worry about me.
Uncle Zhao.
It's okay. Just go ahead and do what you need to do. We'll get by. Things will get better. They always do.
I should go now. Wonder how things are at the Bureau of Swordmancers. I'll take a look there. Something's off. The results don't match the expected model. Shame on me. How could I have acted with such selfishness? So many people. So many things. All of them could use your help. This is my responsibility. The duty is mine alone.
Tianshizhuang, the file you wanted is upstairs.
Good. I'll get it signed and archived. Thank you for taking the trip for me.
You're here on your own. Where's Endman?
Oh, the Endman. He's needed elsewhere.
That means you head down there yourself. Are you really sure about this?
Yes. We've upgraded the Shirenite Nexus. The risks are much lower now. I can do this on my own.
Okay. So, anything else I might assist you with?
That'll be all, Tianshige. Carry on. Apologies for reneging on my promise. As a leader yourself, I hope you can understand the choice I made. You've helped me repair the Shiranite Nexus. That is already more than enough. I shouldn't ask for anything beyond that. After all, it was my negligence that placed Wuling in danger. The suffering of the people in the city is my responsibility. Witnessing a project spanning more than a decade, fulfilling its purpose. That is the lifetime wish of any Tianshi. On this quest for discovery, one's final stop is often the starting point of another. This becomes my final stop. Then use it as your starting point for our push towards the North Wuling exclusion zone.
You're the only one left in the science team. The path will be long and hard.
You're the only one who can be the Viceroy. The completion of Wuling is essential to the Academy. You've got to take on the responsibility.
I'll take on anything if Wuling's safety is at stake. I know you'll always be there and have my back. That gives me confidence.
Just fulfilling my roles and performing my duties.
At least share your problems.
Tenshi Juan, are you sure there really isn't anything else I can help you with?
Hey, you shouldn't be doing this alone.
Boss, you're always here.
最高权限，通道开启。
You've arrived. You told me to meet at the lab, but then you got a head start. That's why I decided to beat you to it.
How long have you been waiting here?
Oh, not too long. Just arrived. What about you? Something happened? Why didn't you wait for me?
I can do this on my own.
You're lying. But it's all right. I waited for you, and you're here with me. We do this together.
Getting more powerful. And this is within the Tianshi pillar array itself. True. Let's try to get closer to the rift. Let's keep moving. The path ahead is completely destroyed, but there are no Shiranite we can use nearby. It would seem that our only way forward is the scroll portal. Yes. More accurately, it contains impressions that the science station left in my memories. And this is thanks to the proxy. Her power preserved these experiences. Despite the years, none of them have faded. Let's go, Endman. I'll take you to my experiences 10 years ago. The lab. What should I expect? Which memory fragment will I see this time? Just as I expected. Ether energy has changed this place. The area within the scroll is in chaos. Familiar, yet completely transformed. The stones don't look like science station building materials. They look like Shiranite of the underground array. The two spaces have blended within the scroll. This is my first time seeing it, but the Shiranite in here looks inert. But if it's Shiranite, We can simply energize it, and I'll be able to move them. All right, I'm leaving it to you. The way out has been illustrated by the proxy. The butterfly shall take us to the start of the drawing.
Is that the start of the drawing you mentioned?
Yes. Where the drawing starts, changes give birth to opportunities. The bottom of the column. We've arrived. Hi everyone, my name's Zhuangfeng Yi. Young and inexperienced.
HQ said they're sending us a young and gifted Tianxia, but you're even younger than we expected.
Well, you flatter me. My work is hardly worth mentioning.
Nah, don't sell yourself short. You're the youngest Tianxia of HAS. We're really honored to have you here at the science station. So, did you read the papers and reports we sent your way? Your senior has been waiting. She is interested in your views.
Of course I am. How is it?
I've read it quite a few times. Some points are very exciting. But something was tucked between pages 26 and 27. A comparison of eggs laid by short-tailed and long-tailed fowl beasts. I don't know why it's there. I also read your other papers and listed a few questions.
You are too honest, girl. That's
It was only later that I learned she left it there on purpose. It was a little trick of hers to see if I'd read her data thoroughly. Stop laughing. The time to reminisce is over. Now it's time to make the final stroke. That's the exit.
So when you visit the underground array, would you enter this place?
Occasionally, whenever I think about the past, I'd enter the scroll. However, I never knew what memories the proxy would show me. Sad or joyful, I'd only know when I see them. My guess is right. This should lead to the meeting room. We need to eliminate the blight before we can move the Sheernite blocks. The butterfly is going downstairs. Looks like we'll have to take an unconventional route to the meeting room. Elevator shaft, Benjamin. Do you still get dizzy from this inversion?
Already got used to it.
The meeting room. Endman, this meeting room was where we announced the birth of Sheernite. You weren't at the science station. You were taking care of something else, but we notified you of the news at the first opportunity. You also congratulated us.
We finally made our first Sheernite. The crucial step has been taken. Plenty of ideas can finally be achieved.
Yeah, John said she wanted to build a Sheernite city. Look, what do you think of our first brick?
That would take many more bricks.
We'll make them! This Sheernite just opened up opportunities for us. Oh, this city of yours? It's got a hot pot, fried skewers, burgers, malts, and ice cream, right?
It does.
You're already making a wish list. Don't spoil her, Zhuang. Good health is what you really need to do solid scientific work. Uncle Zheng feels the same too. So don't forget to set aside a place for exercising, okay?
Okay, there'll be a plaza. Yes. And it's a really big one.
Can't believe it. No one mentioned what really matters. Schools. Make sure you have one. The success of Project Shiranite has created a new science. More Tiantia will continue our research.
Of course, my mentor. It's at the most important location of the city. It's all there. Everything is now in Wuling. Time to leave, Endman. There's only a short distance to go. Multiple buildings at the science station were destroyed. This is the only monitoring station left. When the SAR team arrived, they were positive about finding survivors. But the tragedy only revealed itself when they delved downwards. They learned that fortune had never paid a visit. Data room. The SAR team used it as a resting stop. Endman, the path to the monitoring station is upstairs. We must don proper blight protection to enter the monitoring station and get through 3 authentication doors. Endman, I can send you up there with Shiranite. Light eliminated. Let's keep going. was the time when I just learned that all my seniors and peers had died in the accident. It all happened so quickly. They were filled with hope and ambition mere moments ago. Every face was once so vivid and alive. All of them were gone. Never to be seen again. I can't waste my time with tears. It's all right. Just let it all out. I've got no time. There's too much to do. You have today and tomorrow. You have plenty of time. Only one left.
Fear not. Others will be joining your side. You will not be alone.
What should I do? Somebody, please. What should I do?
You've done well. Things were hard at the beginning, but you persevered. It's embarrassing that you had to see me in such a mess. I'm not feeling terrible. This was all in the past. What we saw was but a fragment of memories. A moment that had long passed us by. Let's go, Endman. Do we just leave her in this place?
It's all right, Endman. Some pain is destined to be left in the past. There's no need to turn back. I've decided to move along, carrying their unfulfilled dreams. Angloy will keep spawning around.
The energy is getting stronger. Closer might be risky.
More Angloy are coming up. They're yours. Keep your distance. But don't stray too far either. This shield can counter the ether energy up ahead. Try to stay behind the shield. Thank you, Endman. Why?
Knowing that while I slept, many continued to forge on and stay true to the path. Though I woke without any memories, seeing you and everyone who persisted, my fears would subside.
So you can feel fear as well, Endman.
Yes. I fear that those who once walked with me will end up leaving. Qianxie Zhuang, tell me, will you leave me?
I promise you, I won't leave that easily. The rift has stabilized. The light of the Marker Stone Flats should be back on. Let's head back together. Endman, we have been running around all day. I imagine you are exhausted. Shall I see you back so you can rest? Then, shall we walk a little more together? Bamboo brew. It was made by the science station team back then, and I brought it along. Since my seniors are no longer around, I don't know who to share this with, and so I never opened it. But now, you're here, an old friend coming to visit. Such a moment calls for a drink. To save resources, we fermented leftovers and scraps from the agro lab. Taste wasn't on the agenda. But this is a flavor I'm quite fond of. Truly, the flavors from the past. Taste anything peculiar? That's right. Flavors of the past. Time truly flies. I barely realized a whole decade in Wuling has slipped by. Endman, Wuling has become a part of me. No matter what the future holds, even if fate forces me to leave, my path will always lead me back here. But rest assured, Wuling and I will always be with you. We are united by the same cause. It would be my great honor to walk the same path with you, Endman.